you had to go through this, and I think I can honestly say from the outside perspective, it didn't break you. It made you stronger. So after
we got really close though.
It got really close during the Achilles. I mean,
I just wanted to like snap.
And that's where, like, going back, as the practitioner, that's our job to understand, like, okay, how do we relate to you? How do we have patience? How do we have that work ethic to help you push? But after that Achilles, even though it got really close, I think that's what made you really strong. So after the Achilles, you went back and you played 2 successful seasons at Azusa. And not only did you just get to play, but you started, right? And you played pretty well, I think, to what you thought to. And that just shows you that, okay, after all of that hard work, once you kind of did the right things, and I think in those 2 years, you probably paid attention to more of the key things that your body needed to perform at that level. And that isn't the only thing, but that was a big contributor, I think, to keeping you on the court, was that you were able to tune up your body, take care of your body, perform at a high level. And you learned a little bit more besides the volleyball, but what do you have to do outside, off the court, to stay on the volleyball court. And during that time, I guess, was there anything else that you was there a different perspective that you had for volleyball after going through all those injuries and finally being able to string together 2 consecutive seasons?
Well, after my 4th one, I was like, I do not want to get injured anymore. So whatever I gotta do to not get injured, that's what I'm gonna do. And knock on wood, I didn't get injured. So a lot of time, I mean, I already was used to spending a lot of time in the training room, but me and our trainer, we became BFFs because I was there all the time. Before practice, after practice, like at home stretching, I'm like, I do not want to be tight anymore because I know if I'm tight, I'm going to have a risk of injury. So it's the little things that I have to do every single day to make sure that I'm healthy enough to not get injured again. It's kind of crazy. It's like, when you're young, I feel like I took stretching for granted, and like mobility and like all, really warming up your body properly and taking care of it in order to be healthy enough to play. I'm just like, I'll just play.
I think that's every young athlete though,
that is
which
true.
is unfortunate because again, that goes to the practitioner, right? If you don't get the athlete to buy in, it's not only the athlete's fault. And I'm a firm believer of that. It's half on the practitioner's fault, whether that's a professional or whether that's a coach or whatever it is. So like you said, I think most of us go through that, myself included. I did not see all of the value in things that I'm doing now. And I always said, most people that come to pro say that, man, if we knew this when we were in high school, we would have been way better off. But obviously we can't know what we don't know. So it's our job as healthcare professionals and being a future PT to kind of pass on this knowledge to help the younger generation be way better off than what we were.
And that's kind of where I want to go to. I don't want to just be a physical therapist. I'm actually really, I have a special interest and a heart for athletes. I do. I love treating everyone, honestly. I love spreading the aloha. Very fun. But I do have a special place in my heart for athletes. And, I feel like having the background of becoming a therapist and the experience that I've had, I would love to introduce those concepts as a coach. At a young age to hopefully help them prevent, experiencing the things that I went through, because it's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough, but if we can help, educate or have conversations that, do this, and then, maybe we can help you to prevent injury. Before it even happens. I think that'll be great. Then they can go on and reach their potential and optimize their athletic career. So I would love to see that change.
And
too.
And I completely agree. And we've had these conversations too, that there needs to be a lot more emphasis and focus on prevention things. Not after the fact. And that would be a whole different conversation for another episode. But that's something to think about too, is that a lot of times for athletes, you don't do something until it becomes a problem. When if you just focused on doing the little things, that wouldn't probably, it would be less likely for that to have become a problem.